Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome once again to the House Switch Tarot. As I was shuffling off camera, like a bunch of cards fell out, like half the pile, and I was like, that can't be right. So we're reshuffling to get whatever today's message is for Friday, March 7th, 2025. I can't believe we're already at the end of the first week of March. This year has been so up and down, so slow, so quick, all at the same time. A lot and nothing happening all at the same time. So I know if you guys are feeling it, I'm feeling it. Like, it's not just you. There's stuff that's happening and it's getting crazy out there. But I'm hoping to deliver a message today that's like what we can look forward to for the rest of Friday through the rest of the weekend. Kick stuff off and yeah, hopefully just come together, unity, all that kind of thing. I'm just trying to feel if there's anything else here that I need to know or feel out. I don't think so. So it is the Eight of Cups, which I have addressed in a different reading, which I think was multiple cards. But essentially what this card means is that you are walking away from a situation. Something is maybe becoming a little bit more clear. Or something is like hazy right now. And if you walk away from this situation, then things will become clear. You have the moon that's kind of leading you, right? That's like a shining light. If you look at the images on the card, you can see like the stones in the water are smoothed and kind of worn away. So this might be like an old situation that's finally healing itself. It might be a situation that you've just been stuck in for a while and you're finally walking away from. But as you can see, you have your back to whatever is going on. So it feels a little heavy because change is hard and moving forward is hard. And doing it alone can be really hard, especially if it's like a connection that you were someone really close to, someone maybe hurt you, let you down, and you're just like, this is the last straw, I gotta move forward. As we always talk about, cups are emotion. So Eight of Cups, that's a lot filling up, a lot overflowing, a lot being dumped out, right? I know that this is usually like a very like negative and somber card, and there's a lot of that here, but I think people also need to remember that walking away can also be really good for you. Change can be really good. It's just scary. It's hard. It's weird sometimes. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm getting from this today. So out of curiosity, I did pull a second card today, and surprisingly and unsurprisingly all at the same time, I pulled the moon. So a lot of times these two cards have quite a bit in common. I think what's happening here is that you're walking away from something that's potentially like deceiving you, or like I said, inauthentic, or someone who has been the last straw. Because with the moon, right, you can only ever see really one side of it at a time. You can never see the full thing. So maybe what you've been seeing on the surface, like the reflection of the sun, has been someone who's like positive, but behind the scenes has been like not so good to you. You also have like the dogs like barking at the moon, it's fox animals, like all this stuff. I'll hold it up a little bit closer, you can see everything. So people always talk about like under the full moon, right? Like the crazies come out, the weirdos come out. Like it's very important in witchcraft for the full moon, and how, the way that relates for a lot of women, our periods sync up with the moon cycles, right? So there's all this like crazy waves. Moons control our tides, our water, right? So it's very likely that you've had a lot of ups and downs with this person or situation that you're walking away from. It's very likely that you have had a hard time seeing through the darkness, right? Because they felt like a light that you were drawn to, but they weren't as bright as they made themselves out to be. Again, or it could be like a situation like a new job or something like that. Like it seemed really great on the surface, the description was really cool, and then you got in it and you're like, I have been misled. This is not what I want. And I feel that. I totally feel that. So if you're feeling really like dejected and sorrowful and like, I just need to walk away, do it. Do it, because I don't think whatever this situation is, and like, in your heart of hearts what I'm talking about, it's not good for you. It's not going to bring you the positivity that you want. And sometimes walking away helps create space for other things to come in. Potentially whoever's been hurting you, harming you like energetically. I hope that no one's being harmed physically, but whoever's been putting out the negativity or whatever, that it gives them space to go, oh, like maybe I really was wrong. Maybe I really did mess up somewhere here. And they'll change, and then things will get better down the line. I'm not necessarily seeing that right here in this specific reading, but free will. I have no control over what other people do. You have no control over what other people do. Or it'll give you some space to realize this was so toxic. This was so negative. I never want to speak to this person again. And congratulations. Great. You're growing. That's what matters. So definitely keep walking away from whatever this is. Don't allow the brightness of their like false light to draw you back in. Give yourself as much space as you need to be able to heal. And sometimes there just isn't closure at the end of it all. So I know it's hard to accept. I'm one of those people who does not do well without closure. But yeah, I hope that you really take some time for yourself this weekend, and do a lot of reflection, I would say. Do a lot of like journaling, as I've talked about before, like making lists of what it is that you really want moving forward, right? What is it you really want for your life in the next month, 6 months, 5 years? And if the person or situation that is not doing you well doesn't align with those things, move on. It's okay to let it go. Yeah. I hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your Friday, and you enjoy your weekend, and you do what you got to do for you. That's what really matters at the end of the day. All right. I will talk to you tomorrow.